Hello guys, it's Leo here. I'm going to do my first movie review. I've been meaning to make one of these for quite a while now. The game in the background is Just Cause 3, got it for free last month. I think I'll add a different game to every video that I make and tell you guys what game it is and hopefully encourage you guys to go out and get it. That being said, I'm going to skip to my Justice League review. I've been waiting for this movie for way too long. Ever since, I heard about it, I've been counting down the days. And after what happened with Batman vs. Superman, I was a little nervous for Justice League. I'm not gonna lie. Um, that being said, I love the movie. I think Justice League is, for me personally, above Wonder Woman when it comes to the DC cinematic universe. It did have its problems, but they didn't faze me at all. They like the mustache. I know that's kind of controversial regarding Superman's actors. I forgot his name. Henry Calvin, I want to say, is the actor, and there were issues with him being in production with another movie. I think it's a Mission Impossible 7, where he plays a villain with a mustache, and DC required reshoots where he still had that mustache. So in Justice League, there are moments where Superman's face looks a little odd, and I didn't really notice that other than the first shot from the movie where we hear kids interviewing Superman. He looked a little weird. He looked a little animated, like a video game character, kinda. Other than that, I didn't notice anything wrong with Superman throughout the movie. And I feel like that was not the way to start off the movie, because they asked Superman something like, "What's your favorite thing about Earth?" And he just kind of smiles. And I was kind of hoping that we would get back to that at the end of the movie, and he would tell us like something like, "My favorite thing about Earth is Lois," or not Lois, that would give away his identity, but something that would stand out, something that would make that scene worthwhile later on. Another problem I had was a few minutes later, or I think after this scene, there's the Batman scene, awesome. Then we have a Wonder Woman introduction, kinda, where she stops these bad guys at a museum, but it was kind of random for me. I like the scene, but like, who the hell were those guys? Like, there was no context to them. They just kind of show up and try to kill people. Like, okay, that was for me. Like, I love the scene where she's like saving everybody. I like it. I don't want to trash that, but it doesn't make much sense. I like the parademons. I honestly don't know much about them, but they are definitely more of a threat than the Chitauri were in the first Avengers movie. Those guys were kind of like alien zombies, and one shot you're dead. These parademons, like, they put up a fight. Like, at one point they're dragging the Flash. Two of them are carrying him away. They put up a fight against Batman. Like, these guys are foot soldiers, not like Chitauri were like screaming monkeys jumping around. And these guys were actual like foot flying soldiers. They were ugly, but they were really badass, and they were more like, they were humanized because they do come from other living beings. So that was pretty cool. And another thing I did like this. I did like that they added that little side plot with the family, the Russian family. At first it was weird, and I had no idea how it fit into the movie, but that last clip we see of them escaping and the Flash pushing them away, like, that was cool. It made that subplot worked for me. Like, it was kind of weird at first, not knowing who these people are, what the heck they're doing for the movie. But overall, I think they were pretty cool. Another subplot in the movie that I enjoyed a lot was Clark Kent's family. We get to see what his mom and his girlfriend had to deal with, and that was pretty cool. It didn't feel forced, and actually, like, this felt like not a Man of Steel trilogy, but this felt more Superman than the past two movies did for me personally. I mean, I love Man of Steel. I liked Batman vs Superman, but it did have its weaknesses. I'm not gonna lie, but I still really enjoyed that movie. And Superman for the past two movies hasn't been emo, but he's not like the happiest guy ever. And in Justice League, I think Superman is really thankful to have a second chance and be with his family, and his family is really glad to be with him. So I feel like that's incredible. Better, like, this is the best interpretation of Superman from Henry that I think we've seen. We get to see him joke around, we get to see him smile, and we get to see him joke around with his family and his Justice League family as well. We see him raise Flash and, tell Cyborg he wishes he was dead. That's a Superman I've been waiting to see. Let's see, what else? The Russian family, got that. Ooh, Cyborg. I'll slow down. Okay, Cyborg. Cyborg was weird at first, I'm not gonna lie. He was kind of annoying, kind of like a Frankenstein that's self-aware. He was kind of annoying, just stalking people, being like, "Oh, I'm a monster, look at me." But where Cyborg flips around is when his dad's in danger and he has to, he attacks Steppenwolf. Like, that's where Cyborg starts shining out. That's where his motivation shows throughout the movie that, hey, that's my dad. And they have issues, but that's what launched Cyborg into action. So that was pretty cool to actually see Cyborg's motivation, because I think everyone in the movie had a motivation except for Flash, but it was still okay because Flash was more like, okay, I'll join. Like, it was too easy for him to join. Like, all right. And I don't know why the critics are trashing the movie so much. I am aware that there were about 50 minutes cut out, and despite that, I feel like the movie worked for me. Was it perfect? No. I don't think there's ever gonna be a perfect comic book movie, but it was good enough for me. It felt like the Justice League animated movie, actually. Without Shazam, without Green Lantern, it still worked. Speaking of Green Lantern, watching that cameo with a Green Lantern flying across the sky and wielding that green power ring, that's my favorite scene. And I'm just gonna look up after I finish this how much longer we have to wait for that Green Lantern Corps movie, because those 2 seconds that I got from Justice League's Green Lanterns were like my favorite out of the movie. I'm not saying the movie was bad, but damn, I've been meaning to watch Green Lantern in action like that. I enjoyed Ryan Reynolds' Green Lantern, but then again, I was like 10 at the time, so yeah. Overall, I don't know why Justice League's getting so much hate. It's not perfect, and, neither is every Marvel movie. I don't think any movie is perfect, to be honest. If you're hating on it just because Rotten Tomatoes, I think you should make up your mind, and you are free to hate the movie, but I think you should watch it before you judge it. This has been my first movie review. How would I finish this? I would give it 6 out of 7 Justice League members, because we need that Green Lantern there. We need that Martian Manhunter. We need that Green Arrow. I think those are the only founding members. If I'm missing one, let me know in the comments. Thank you for watching. Make sure to like, comment, share the video, and give me your suggestions. Let's have a conversation in the comments. I'll upload more frequently. I like review the movies. This is what I live for. I think my next video will be The Last Jedi. Again, thank you for watching. Bye.